Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again, and we are back for some more Factorio on a black market mod, Deathworld, and getting our butts kicked up north by the bad guys. Let's see, do we have any? We do have a flame turret, so we could probably improve things up here a little. A lot, actually. We don't have a flame turret till all the way over there. That seems folly. Let's put one right in here. And fix the death and carnage, shall we? Alright. Now, everything's still connected, right? So, a few episodes ago, we got this set up, which has been cool, but, I mean, really, are we making more money? Yeah, I think so. These are still worth, coal's still worth 31, so it's a huge profit, actually. So, we could definitely make a lot of money off this stuff. So, we'll look into that in a bit. Do we have refineries being made? I would love to make a refinery. So we could buy a refinery, or what's it called? An assembler 3. Let's buy one of those. Not 12. One would be nice, thank you. Can't buy now. Don't have money. Of course we don't. We're like entirely perpetually broke on a black market business. Probably because we're putting so much money into like things like sciencing and all that, and we really, I think the gist of this mod ends up being no different really than a regular plate, with the exception of well, basically I end up, I don't know how to put this, I'm basically spending an inordinate amount of time on, getting nothing up here. No iron feed. Spending an inordinate amount of time on getting resource. Where's my iron feed? Like nothing? You're forced. Oh, because it's all going to the science. It's all going to the left here. And we're not getting enough of it built. Why? A lot of that is splitting off here and here. It's just because we don't have enough feed. We just don't have the cash flow balanced in a way that these things stay full. Which I guess is acceptable. Sort of. Not really acceptable at all, actually. Power here is exclusively coal, correct? So you are making 250. Price of the last unit sold. Electricity in megajoules. 22,000? Well, that's tiny, but it's not a lot of him. So every 4 hours you sell, and you get 250 per megajoule. I think that is actually fluctuated price, which is a little unfortunate. I was hoping power would be steady for some bizarre reason. I thought that might be a thing. But oh well. Alright, see, the raw resources seem to stay reasonably priced. The low end raw resources, like 31 on that, for instance. Yeah, that seems like it doesn't go crazy. And then I mean, we could make our own bricks, for instance. Like we could do something like this, and then the raw resource is something that you actually make. I don't know. It's more profitable to do the raw resource, right? So we could go with. We could literally just go like this and say, give me 6 of these, and put them right here, and then grab a bit of coal off this line, and maybe this will be a thing, and then we can copy these. Like that. And you go like this. Nope, that's one tile too far. You're like that. Nope. You're like, give me that. Give me that. Spin it. You're like this and that. And just, you know, we smelt our own instead. I don't know. Is that a smart thing? Maybe. Maybe that's the way we do this, and these sort of things stay more profitable for longer. There. Go, whoa, get out from under me. You're messing up my mojo. There we go. And then we would have, you know, like, how would we do that? This is going to be bricks. Good, they're going in there. Now, the stone is going to still feed there. Stone is going to feed down, not here at all, actually. If I just make this chest into a buy chest with a similar order to this one. Yep, and you are now 1,000 stones in there. Give us some power. Do this. You got coal. Good. Now, oh, crap-a-doodles. Not what I meant to do. Not at all what I meant to do. That's supposed to go like this. There we go. And we're missing a power pole here, right? Yeah. Just on the inside, I think. So we can do that and that to solve the problem. Nope. That and that. There's just a lineup of those from previous. Those a little wonky. There we go. Now, that's making bricks. Those bricks are coming up here, and they are being turned into this, which will then turn into walls, which will then be sold. That, you know, that sort of thing, going right from raw to a finished product sell item, instead of buying the intermediate product, the processed good. It just seems like it's, you know, never going to be greatly profitable for us. Anyways, that was just some interesting feedback of mine on the mod. I think as a whole this mod has to be focused on either a couple big cash cows like the steam, which just breaks it, or the power generating. See, this was very, very profitable before, but now the price of these have dwindled to 2,300. The cost of making them, like we said before, should have been similar still. Yeah, 195. And it takes two of them, so there's just shy of 2,000, so you're making $300 or $400 every time you sell one of these. Not really very profitable, considering the amount that's getting sucked up into our base production. Okay, still making these? Yeah, still not made a single one yet, huh? No, it's the red circuits that are going to be a kicker for us. Again, we could make red circuits, right? So how would we do that? We really, really wouldn't in this area. I don't know, what's a red circuit take to make? If I remembered, that would be awesome. Plastics, copper cable, and green circuits. Don't I have red circuit up here somewhere? Or do we? No, we just purchase the red circuits for everything, don't we? We do. Okay. We have plastics, though. Do we? Or don't we? We don't have plastics. Alright, maybe we can make some. I mean, is plastic better to sell than this stuff? Because what is this worth? 58? Really? The price of petroleum has dropped to 58 from 114. Ah, see? See, what the heck? Do you have to be like that? That's the problem. That's the problem with this mod. I have not sold enough petroleum in this tiny little container to crash an entire planetary market. Presumably, if I'm a black marketeer, I've got some sort of market. It's not just me buying and selling for myself or me and 3 others. I mean, I'm assuming there's some sort of market here. And you would think on this type of stuff, you'd think maybe an international scale market. But if it drops from 114 to 58 in 3 episodes from doing just that, like, what's the point, dudes? What's the point? It's just, I think that's a balancing issue, that if people played this on any large scale, if this was kind of like vanilla purpose to buy and sell, then you'd instantly have people being like, nope, we're not okay with this, and fixing the problem. Plastics are made from coal, aren't they? Yes, plastic. No, it's a chemical plant, isn't it? It is a chemical plant, yeah? Of course it is. Chemical plants are in here, and I'd like just 2 of them, please. I can't even buy 2 chemical plants. That is really annoying. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, it just seems like without the steam, you're questionable whether this is a viable product. Plastics, please. Petroleum can actually come... Let's use it off the core line here, off the pre-build line. You can spin, and we'll do this. Connected. You need coal. We will give you coal here, and you can output plastic here into a passive. Hey, I don't have any passive provider chests. I've got them down south though. Into a passive provider chest, and then we can hoop that off to elsewhere. Chests down on the right. There we go. It's running up here. I don't know why I'm humming that song, but and all the way up. Okay, passive provider chest. There. Provide whatever amount you can. And maybe we sell some if it's over a certain amount. There to there. And just say if the plastics is greater than... If plastics is greater than 1,000, greater than 500, set. Good. And it's sold. And put that up to the expensive one. Alright, that works. I think. Cash flow maybe would be, some of this stuff would be better on like 4-hour timers with a higher tax rate to keep the cash flow going so that things keep producing. I think that might actually turn out overall to be better. I don't know. I might be talking nonsense. We're always buying iron plates up here, but maybe we could get away with not doing that. They're 59 bucks a piece, so they're super cheap because we've sold so many of them off. So probably okay. These all can come into my inventories. Drone, those guys don't need to be in there. Those guys don't need to be in there. You definitely don't need to be in there. What the heck? Okay. And throw you into some other machine to fling robots around the planet. Over here. Nope, I need some. Okay. How's our nuclear power nuclear reactors going? Have you still haven't built up the red. That's all right though. I mean, you'll get there. Plastics, then what? Red circuits are plastics and green and copper. And we could. We could really just do like, why, really? Really, I have none of them? Gotta be down here. Let's run and grab them. These should all be passive provider chests. I am running around like an idiot. Not logisticking any of this stuff. That's funny. You, and you, and you, and then you, and you, and you, and that's gonna bug me, but those are in the wrong order. There, there, and there. Now each of those need to be, I don't know, 100? And these, no, not 3,000. 50, and 50, and 50, and 50, and 100. Good. What else do I want? Is that where's the rest of my logistics slots? Where are the rest of my logistics? I only have that many logistics slots, really? Did I not research any? Oh, character logistics slots. No, apparently I didn't. Alright. Okay, so I was going to do a little bit of jibber jabber here. That's a word, right? There and there. And just make some copper cable here. There, and then we're going to do this. That'll be copper cable. What else do we need for that? Copper cable and plastics and green circuits. We could just put the plastics in on a provider chest up here. Requester chest, rather. And there. And there. Let's run that. Tell you to provide me with plastics. Hi. Let's make some more of those. 250. Dump, dump. And that should help things. That will run, and then we'll dump that into here. He's gonna have 50. They're not a lot. There we go. Running. Lovely. And you know what? Not there. And you can come almost all the way over here, and then we'll need green circuits to run to get steel green circuits off here. Are we? We could actually get you up there too. So plastics can be run off of this baby like that. If we put a requester chest right there, and tell him to give me green circuits in the tune of 100 at a time. And we power that and tell those to be red. Run this down here. Output you. Amusingly, all the way over to here. To there. And like this. Missed. And there. So you guys are, I mean, you're not going to be super fast, but you'll build some, and probably cheaper, a heck of a lot cheaper than the other system. 6-second timer on that, huh? Mm-hmm. Five of them we'll have to do for now. So we're going to make that longer. And then we're going to make this a thing. We're going to have green circuits come out here. Yeah, we'll do providers for that. Like this, and then give you there, 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 and there. Power, 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 power. Red circuits all the way down, and then some red handles that can get off there. There, 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 there. Give some proper power poles in here, like that, that, and that. We then, hello, thank you, keep working. We then come down and do this. And reality is soon we will have, we'll not have our financial problems if we just don't do science. It would be fine. Green circuits to keep it at 100, please. Done. Bam. Buzz, buzz. Feed in. Almost 1 per second. Perfect. I like it. Copper. Throw all our copper in there, please. And all my, what is this, concrete, that's steel is over here. Throw that in there. Good. Have you made one? Yeah, you have. Which means we have a reactor on the bottom. So next episode, we'll actually get to making power, or making, using uranium. That would be great. Look, 1 power generator. So these guys are going to request fuel cells. Now, we could probably put those in pretty quick, couldn't we? We have a little bit of money. Not a lot. I would like some of these babies to make my fuel cells. I've got 2 of them actually. So fuel cells, how are you? What are you going to be? What you going to take? You're going to take 1 uranium-235 and 19 uranium 238s. Okay. So then these are going to be, oops. I see. That's not going to work at all. Let's change this up. All these units are going to connect together now. You can come as well. This way. Like this. There, and then we're going to go ahead and get rid of these power poles. They're redundant. You can come in, and this way we'll connect you. I need to basically bleed off this entire line, right? So this whole thing needs to actually empty. Like this. One needs to be 235. Oh, filter right needs to be 235. That's the wrong filter side. I don't know if this is the right way, but that's fine. It'll do for now. You guys are going to be totally bottlenecked. Right? And this needs to come out here, in which case we can run it into regular chests on one side, passive provider chest maybe here, and a cell chest here. And stack there, power you. This will sell the network this to that chest and say when uranium 238 is greater than greater than 500. Hello, stop interrupting me. Greater than 500. Then you can dump into the cell chest, right? And we'll put that on a 10% tax rate, which is too high. We'll put that on a 24-hour tax rate. This is going to fill us that much and then stop. Now this one is going to be a similar deal over here, except for not selling. He's just going to go to a provider chest here. And it probably doesn't need to be anything more than that. There. Okay. You're a provider chest, and you can take as many as you want. So, that is a passive provider chest. That is a passive provider chest. So we have the source of each of those, and we can connect a couple of... Oh, we probably should empty this. And this. Good. Where's our builders, our assemblers, machines? These are not bottlenecking, I hope. They kind of are. Gonna need to move this stuff faster. So let's do that. The main line here is gonna have to just move faster. And the reds to replace these. Good. That should keep us, that should let us empty out nicely. Excellent. So no, as long as they don't bottleneck up here, we're good. This stuff is feeding entirely on the top to empty that baby out. You know what? No, circuit that as well. Another one of these. Another one of these. Copy the orders. That only feeds when that has a 500 in there. Okay. That's well over 500, so they should always be going. Feeding. Good. Alright, better system there. You guys now need to build me a couple of these. So what are they going to be? What's it going to be, buddy? They're... Let's see. You can do basically just this sort of thing. I see it. It's probably ridiculous to do... Yeah. This and... No. One more tile? No. And how much is it going to take to make fuel? How fast do these make? They have a 10-second timer on them. It's not a lot, but maybe it's not that important. I don't know. Like that, and then we have a thing like that. And just say, make me fuel cells. Please. Iron is needed as well. We can just grab a buy chest for that. And we'll put one in here. Buy me some iron, please. A tiny little bit of iron. Like 100. And then we'll just chest it at 2 blocks. Perfect. Do I have some iron? I do even have some in my pocket. Alright, so that's there. That's 1 uranium-235. It'll make some of those. Then we have a passive provider chest that'll come out here. And go like, well, like this actually. Right there is fine. And there. Uranium-235, and they are now going to fuel. So this guy is going to be, you know, doing his thing. And then we're going to have to actually refine that, reprocess that. So let's figure that one out. The reprocessing is going to be dumping 235, inputting 235, right? Yeah, and we need a requester chest to tell this baby right here to get used up uranium cells, which will then be put in there, and then the output can be put back up there, and you can be the you're not, that's not at all what this is. I think it's a centrifuge I need actually to do that, right? You have an order that you can do cover X fuel. No, where is it? How's it made again? Did I even do that? Oh, I didn't finish it. Used up uranium. Okay. 50-second timer. Wow, that's a lot. 5 used up uranium. That's fine. So I think it's made in one of these. So we'll do that. We'll leave that sit right there. That'll be for the used up uranium. Well, we'll do that in the next episode, though. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Things are actually recording properly for me. I'm not entirely raging on the game, and I'm having a bit of fun again. So that's good. Hope you guys are still enjoying things. We have officially got uranium running. It's kind of redundant because I don't think any of the rest of this is set up. Maybe. Actually, probably is. Yeah, that's probably why we have cash. Because we stopped blasting it all into this stuff. Which is fine. It's working. It's got heat. This thing perpetually ticks down no matter what. Even though it's not doing anything, but oh well. Apparently we put the fuel cells in all the wrong places. Or no, we got them in there. And then it'll put spent ones in there. That's heating. I don't know if those heat ducts aren't even connected because the uranium, what is it called? This thing is not finished, but its only bottleneck now is the red circuits. So everything's running. It's happening. We just need to let it happen, I think, is the deal here. We can literally just, you know, back off, let things go, as I say, and I'm actually intervening here. Let's fiddly diddly, shall we? Because everybody likes a little fiddly diddly. Don't even know what that means, Drake. And nobody knows what that means because it doesn't mean anything. That we'll clean up there. We'll add a little bit more in here. You can go like that. That's to there. This guy can come down here. This guy can come down here. We'll power it and make that work. More red. Good. And then connect it, and you'll flip underneath, come up and around, and go there. Okay, so a little bit more red circuits. Yeah. When this is... this should not operate. This should not operate? No. To be honest, that should just stop. These things should not go at all. If we have... Anyways, we'll shut it off when it happens. It will happen eventually. We are so close to finishing another one. And that's awesome. So close. Oh, 15 points away. But that'll be next episode. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. We got a big bit of carnage to let us out. And hit that like button if you're enjoying the series. And let me know in the comments what you think we should do next. We'll see you in game.